Hello everyone, welcome back to English Podcast for Everyone. This is episode number 53. I am Michael, very happy to be with you today.
And I am Jessica, also very happy to be here. Michael, today we will help our listeners with intermediate English practice for listening and speaking.
That is right, Jessica. Our goal is to improve your understanding of native speakers. We want you to express yourselves more clearly and confidently in English.
This sounds perfect, Michael. And many learners at the intermediate level need this kind of practical help. We will make English more real for them.
Yes, Jessica. We will make our session interactive. We will share real-life stories and useful expressions. This will make your learning engaging.
So, Michael, how will we start this intermediate English practice? What is the first key aspect we should focus on today?
The first key aspect, Jessica, is learning through real-life stories. These stories include common vocabulary and useful phrases. This makes learning practical.
Can you give us an example, Michael? How does a real-life story help improve both listening and speaking skills for intermediate learners?
Yes. When you hear a story, you learn words in context. You can then repeat phrases from the story. This helps your speaking ability.
So it is about learning naturally, Michael. We are not just giving words. We are showing how to use them in real situations.
Exactly, Jessica. Real stories make the language memorable. They provide a natural setting for new vocabulary and expressions.
This also helps listeners to connect emotionally with the language. It makes the learning experience much deeper, Michael.
Precisely, Jessica. Emotional connection helps with memory. You will remember the words and phrases more easily from these stories.
What is the second important strategy for improving listening and speaking, Michael, especially at the intermediate level?
The second strategy, Jessica, is encouraging repetition of phrases. Repeating helps you to speak more fluently. It builds muscle memory for your mouth.
So, after hearing a phrase, listeners should try to say it out loud themselves. How many times should they repeat it, Michael?
Repeat it several times, Jessica. Listen carefully to the pronunciation. Then, try to match it as closely as possible. Practice makes perfect.
This must help with intonation and rhythm too. It makes their spoken English sound more natural, like a native speaker, right, Michael?
Yes, Jessica. Repetition trains your ear and your tongue. You develop good habits for speaking English. This is very important.
And this also builds confidence. The more you repeat something correctly, the more comfortable you become saying it in real life, Michael.
Absolutely, Jessica. Confidence comes from practice. The more you practice, the less hesitant you will feel when speaking English spontaneously.
Michael, what are some common challenges intermediate English learners face? And how can our practice help them overcome these?
One common challenge, Jessica, is misunderstanding due to pronunciation. Native speakers might speak fast. Sounds can be difficult to distinguish.
So our real-life stories and repetition exercises will address this. By hearing and repeating, they can train their ears for various pronunciations.
Exactly, Jessica. Another challenge is unfamiliar idioms and expressions. English has many phrases that do not translate directly.
And our stories will introduce these naturally. We can explain their meaning and show how they are used in everyday conversation, right, Michael?
Yes, Jessica. Also, different accents can be a challenge. English is spoken worldwide. Accents vary greatly from place to place.
So, a good strategy is to expose oneself to many different accents. This helps the ear adapt and improve comprehension, Michael.
Precisely, Jessica. Our varied content can provide exposure to different ways of speaking English. This prepares you for real global communication.
Michael, let us talk about practical scenarios for practice. What kind of situations will we cover to help our listeners?
We will cover many practical scenarios, Jessica. For example, ordering food in a restaurant. This is a common situation for everyone.
That is very useful, Michael. Learners often struggle with specific phrases for ordering. We can provide clear examples.
Yes, Jessica. Another scenario is making small talk. This is important for social situations. It helps you connect with people.
Small talk can be challenging because it is often informal and conversational. We can provide natural phrases for this, Michael.
Absolutely, Jessica. We will also cover asking for directions. This is a crucial skill for travel and daily life.
And what about handling problems or complaints, Michael? That can be very stressful in a foreign language.
We will give useful phrases for that too, Jessica. For example, how to politely express a problem in a store or a hotel.
That builds confidence for difficult situations. It shows them they can handle various interactions, even challenging ones, Michael.
Precisely, Jessica. Finally, we will cover navigating professional settings. This is for those who need English for work or studies.
So this includes formal language for meetings, presentations, or job interviews. We can provide key phrases for these situations, Michael.
Yes, Jessica. Our goal is to prepare you for a wide range of real-life interactions. You will feel ready for anything.
Michael, how important is natural English in this practice? And how can learners adapt to different communication styles?
Natural English is very important, Jessica. It means speaking like native speakers do, not just using correct grammar, but also natural flow.
So it is about understanding when to use formal versus informal language. This depends on the situation and the person you're talking to, right, Michael?
Exactly, Jessica. We will show examples of both. You will learn to choose the right words for different social contexts.
This is crucial for sounding authentic and making good impressions. It is about cultural understanding too, not just words, Michael.
Yes, Jessica. Adapting your style shows respect. It helps you communicate more effectively in various real-life scenarios.
We will provide different tones and speeds in our dialogues. This prepares learners for real conversations with different people, Michael.
Precisely, Jessica. The more exposure you have to natural, varied English, the more adaptable and confident you will become.
Michael, let us talk about interactive exercises. How will listeners actively participate in this episode to improve their skills?
We will offer interactive exercises, Jessica, where listeners can repeat sentences and phrases aloud. This is direct speaking practice.
So we will pause and give them time to repeat, similar to a call and response method. That sounds very engaging, Michael.
Yes, Jessica. We will also ask questions. Listeners can pause the podcast and try to answer them in English before continuing.
That encourages active thought and spontaneous speaking. It is like having a conversation, even if it is just with the podcast, Michael.
Precisely, Jessica. We might also ask them to summarize a short part of a story. This checks their listening comprehension and speaking ability.
These exercises provide immediate opportunities for practice. They help learners apply what they are hearing, right, Michael?
Absolutely, Jessica. Active participation is key to real improvement. Just listening is not enough for speaking fluency.
Michael, what about the role of digital communication and multimedia in English practice? How can these help intermediate learners?
Digital communication is essential, Jessica. Using social media in English, watching YouTube videos, or joining online groups.
So it is about immersing themselves in the language through modern technology. This makes learning accessible anywhere, Michael.
Yes, Jessica. Multimedia also offers rich content. You can watch short news clips, listen to songs, or view educational videos in English.
This provides diverse ways to encounter English. Different types of content can appeal to different learning styles, Michael.
Exactly, Jessica. Digital tools also offer interactive elements, like comments sections or forums. You can practice writing and reading English.
This makes learning dynamic and personalized. Learners can choose content that perfectly matches their interests. Michael.
Precisely, Jessica. Digital communication expands your practice opportunities. You can connect with English from anywhere in the world.
Michael, what is the final important aspect for intermediate learners? How can they maintain motivation and achieve fluency?
The final aspect, Jessica, is encouraging self-reflection and continuous practice. Always think about your progress. Keep practicing daily.
Self-reflection means thinking about what they learned and what they still need to improve. This helps them guide their own learning, right, Michael?
Yes, Jessica. After each practice session, ask yourself, what new words did I learn? Did I understand everything? What was difficult?
And continuous practice means making English a regular part of their lives, not just an occasional activity, correct, Michael?
Absolutely, Jessica. Even short, consistent practice sessions are more effective than long, infrequent ones. Make it a daily habit.
This also includes being patient with themselves. Learning takes time, and consistency is more important than speed, Michael.
Precisely, Jessica. Celebrate small victories. Notice your improvement. This builds confidence and keeps your motivation high for the long term.
So, to summarize, Jessica, we discussed many ways to boost your intermediate English. Learn from real-life stories for context.
Yes, Michael. Repeat phrases often. Understand common challenges like accents. Practice many practical scenarios.
And Jessica, Embrace natural English styles. Participate in interactive exercises. Use digital communication and multimedia for immersion.
Finally, Michael, encourage self-reflection and continuous practice. These steps will truly help our listeners improve their English.
Thank you, Jessica, for discussing these important points today. We hope these strategies help our listeners greatly.
You are most welcome, Michael. We hope this episode helps everyone feel more confident and competent in their English journey.
Remember, consistent effort and smart practice will lead to fluency. Believe in your ability to master English.
Keep practicing, and we will see you in the